Good morning. This is a Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Good to have you folks along. 7:31, 38 degrees outside, cloudy skies, winds out of the northeast. Any fog out there?
A little bit coming across the table, some fog, kind of patchy here and there.
That's what they called for. So they got it 100%. They're right on.
All right.
Boy, oh boy, those Packers, I got to tell. Hey, before we get into anything else, I wanted
Yes,
to ask
Dave.
you a question about you and Shelley.
About me and my wife. Okay.
Yeah, because
All right. What's your question?
well, Shelley was here on Friday,
That was my understanding.
and she came in with Casey from Mid-Plains Community College as a new employee there.
Correct. Yeah.
Be right up front there doing lots of different things. We talked about that. We had a wonderful conversation.
Oh, good.
And I asked her a favor, and I just want to know whether she was able to find time to follow through with that over the weekend.
Okay.
I asked her if she would, and this is a little delicate, but I asked her if she would sit down with you sometime over the weekend and kind of visit with you about maybe not picking on me so much during the breakfast show. And she said she would.
Really?
Yeah.
She said that, huh?
Well, she indicated maybe she would try to find time to do that.
Oh, I see.
So, did you guys have that conversation?
No, I can't say we did. But it was a busy way. It was one of those weekends that didn't go as planned. Have you ever had one of those?
Yeah.
You're entering the weekend, you kind of have a plan. You kind of have, like, hey, you know what? This is going to be, we're just going to make this kind of a relaxing weekend.
Didn't work.
And didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just didn't go as planned. So that may have had something to do with
That's
the fact
probably-
that she just didn't, have the time
That's probably
to sit
it.
down and visit with me about this issue. I can't wait for her to, though, because I have all kinds of things I'd like to say on the topic.
Well, yeah. If you get a chance, visit with her about it.
All right.
She seems to kind of have an influence on you, and I thought maybe she could kind of straighten things out a little bit, to where maybe you just
Because during the show, I'm picking on you. You
Yeah,
feel
you
as
know
though
how
I
you-
give you a hard time.
how you can get sometimes.
I see.
And I understand that, once you get on a roll like that, it's hard to quit. And I think Shelley can visit with you about it, and we can come to some sort of mediation on that. So, anyway, the Packers, man, oh man, still winning, still pounding on the opponents. Boom, boom. How'd Chicago do?
The Bears didn't have a good day.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
They got whipped. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, they got whipped. Tom Brady had his way with my Bears.
Now, didn't
yesterday.
Rodgers just have his way with the Bears a week or so ago?
Well, I don't know if he had his way with the Bears. They beat the Bears, but they didn't beat the Bears as bad as they got beat yesterday.
Oh, I take that back.
So
He said he owned them.
he did say that.
You mentioned that last
Yeah.
week. Well,
Now,
never.
Tom Brady, a little bit more professional. I don't think he said that he owned the Bears, but he did yesterday.
He broke a record while playing the Bears.
Yeah, threw his 600th pass, 600th touchdown
Yeah.
of his career. And I think that was just regular season touchdowns. Was that correct?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, it was 600, and then the guy who caught it didn't realize that it was his 600th touchdown pass, and he handed it to one of the fans in the stands after he caught it, and was CBS, right? I think, who was televising the game. They had a great shot of the receiver when he realized that he gave away the football of Tom Brady's 600th touchdown pass. That was priceless, his reaction, because he didn't know. He didn't know that it was his 600th touchdown pass, but they got the ball back and got it back to Mr. Brady.
Good. Well, he can put that on his. I imagine he has a few trophies and a few footballs.
And by the way, yesterday against the Bears, he went over 600 too. I'll just say that. It wasn't just the 600th touchdown pass of his career. I think it was 601, 602, 603. I don't know, maybe 604 too. I lost count after the first half as to how many touchdowns he had.
Well, like you, we had a busy weekend. It was a good weekend. We didn't watch any football, but did check the scores. Joan checked the scores on her phone when we were doing some other things. So very, very happy that the Packers continue their winning ways.
No, I'm happy for you because I know you are a diehard Packers
Am I
fan.
ever? And,
yeah.
and now that the World Series is basically defunct for many of us in baseball, I mean, I know there's some Atlanta fans in this neck of the woods.
There are.
Because a lot of people started watching Atlanta back when cable TV first started, TBS.
Yeah.
So there's some fans here. I don't know how many Houston fans there are, and some of us just haven't got over their cheating episode a few years ago, and here they are back in the World Series again. So Joan and I agreed we're going to get some other things done because normally we'd be stuck to the TV watching the World Series, but in this case, we're not going to watch.
Yeah.
There's nothing, and I know Mr. Crawley probably feels the same way since he's a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
But there'll be other things to do, especially as long as this weather permits us to be out and about doing things.
Oh, it's been nice.
Shouldn't be sitting watching TV anyway. All right.
Thanks so much for bringing up the Packers though this morning. Thanks for starting us off with that conversation.
Well, I wondered how the Bears did. I didn't catch that score yesterday. I was just asking, nothing personal about it.
Okay, all right.
But talk to Shelley, would you?
Yeah, you bet.
All right, birthdays today.
Who's celebrating?
Tom Kristen celebrating a birthday today. Jeff McMean, happy birthday. Karen Hunt. Now, Karen's middle name is Ray, according to this.
Oh.
And she's married to Ray.
Oh.
That's unique.
That is a bit, yeah.
Yep. Happy birthday, Karen. Happy birthday to Leanna Johnson Lightfoot. And a happy birthday to Kent Nelson. And Kent, I can tell you, prefers his cattle to be black.
Ah.
He likes the black kind of cattle.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right.
Happy birthday. So if you're celebrating a birthday today along with these and many others, you're celebrating a birthday with Kate Perry, 37-year-old singer with the pop music queen and American Idol judge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Katy Perry. Yep.
Katie, what did I say? Kate?
You said Kate.
Okay, Katie.
That's all right.
Yeah, Katie with
Katy
a Y.
Perry. Yeah.
Sierra is 36 today. Sierra is the singer, Grammy-winning R&B and TV personality, and wife of the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Adam Goldberg, 51 today, an actor who played Chandler's crazy roommate on Eddie and Friends. Also plays the tech whiz Harry on the CBS drama The Equalizer.
Oh, now I know who you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Nancy Cartwright, 64 today.
Ah, the voice of Bart Simpson.
Yep. And Chad Smith, he's 60 today. He is the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh.
John Anderson, this is Jon Anderson, 77 today. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, best known for his leading vocals with the band Yes.
Ah.
And Craig Robinson is 50 today. An actor and stand-up comic, played Daryl on The Office.
Yep.
So if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And you're celebrating with those folks and others here on this 25th day of October. All right, school lunch menus. Let's take a look here. And by the way, we already know that Steve will not be in from the grocery cart today. He let us know that over the weekend, so he will not be in.
Okay.
Callaway today, they're having chili and potato soup.
All right. What is today?
25th.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Loop City Public Schools today, nachos or grilled cheese sandwich at Loop City today.
Sandhills Dunning today, chicken Crispitos with cheese sauce and green beans.
Ansley Public Schools, roast beef sandwich on the lunch menu today.
At Arnold today, it's burritos, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Let's see. This is Anselmo Myrna showing French toast sticks with eggs, cheeseburger, fresh baked ham and cheese sub. Some of the choices at Anselmo Myrna today.
Today at Thedford, they're showing Teacher in Service today.
SEM today looks like a sandwich on the menu today for SEM. Oh, no. Wait a minute. That says the 24th. They serve on Sundays at SEM?
They show that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's go to Monday, the 25th. It looks like chili today and cinnamon rolls at SEM.
At Litchfield today, it's goulash, fruit, vegetables, and milk. All right. We'll talk a little bit here this morning about, Brent mentioned that sometimes things don't go as planned on the weekends or in life. And we had a very wild cross-country report this year. We had some technical difficulties to go along with some time problems, and we did get all the reports in from the state cross-country meet, but every time we tried to pick up an interview that the guys did with the athletes, we got a couple in, but the others were just too choppy. We've always had trouble there with the cell signal. Don't understand it. It's in Kearney, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. But we did have extra troubles as the day rolled along. So we were kind of out of sync. We had a lot of great sponsors, and we just didn't do them justice. And the one thing that we're very, very adamant about here is giving our customers what they deserve, and they honestly didn't get it because we had troubles, and you might notice when radio stations like ours and others have troubles, you start running commercials trying to get things working, and so you run way too many commercials at one time, and they just kind of run together after a while. So we want to make sure that our sponsors of the state cross country reports that took place last Friday got what they paid for and what they expected. And I think the guys also may have a few interviews that they recorded with their recorders that they couldn't send that we'll try to get in today, although I'm not sure Gavin is going to be here. So we won't promise that, but we'll talk to Jeremy about that when he gets here. But we had a lot of great businesses, and so this week we're going to be playing some bonus ads for those businesses who helped us bring you the reports that we got on, which were all complete. It just was, as Brent mentioned, sometimes things don't go as planned. So we're going to thank our businesses right now, and then you're going to hear from them throughout this week. Those include the backbone of healthcare, WinQuest Incorporated, Seven Valleys Health Mart, Shelter Insurance, that would be Brent Custer, Geared for Sports, Palmer Monument, Culligan Water, that would be Dell and Tim, Sandhills Physical Therapy, the Tumbleweed Cafe, Bruning Bank, Thrivent Financial, Greenland Construction, Agland ATV, and Grocery Cart here in Broken Bow, along with Nebraska State Bank, Moshka's Building Center in Arcadia, Borders Law Office, Trotter Service, Consolidated, Broken Bow Chiropractic, BD in Broken Bow, Clark Dental, Four County Heating and Air, Varney Health Mart, Great Western Bank in Callaway, Mead Lumber, Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, the Sandhills Golf Club, thank you so much, First Bank of Mullen, that's the First State Bank of Mullen, Grease Automotive, that's, I believe, in Arcadia, A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, First State Insurance of Arnold, Mills Hardware in Arnold, Pinnacle Bank of Arnold, Broken Bow Legends Neighborhood Grill here in Broken Bow, Costa's Styling Salon, Sargent Irrigation, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Custer Federal State Bank, and the Callaway Market, all making those reports available from the cross-country meet on Friday. And we'll have to figure out something different as far as a cell connection next year. I'm not sure why that's a problem there, but it always has been, more so towards the start-finish line. some interference there of some kind, but
Which is where you want to be.
yeah, it's where you kind of want to be.
Yeah.
And even one of the guys' regular cell phones was just barely hanging on. So we're not sure what went on there, but we just had everything was out of sync. The guys were doing their best. They ran from the down around the start line to up to the car, and it still wasn't much better. And so we had a lengthy report at the end that recapped everything. But we'll get all these ads on the air this week, and congratulate all the athletes who went to the state cross country meet in Kearney. Had some good results.
Yeah, wonderful results. You can check out the full story posted on sandhillsexpress.com. We also provided links for you to access all of the results in regards to Class C and D, which is where our area athletes competed. But yeah, some great finishes. I want to congratulate everybody who competed. And again, you can check out all the results on sandhillsexpress.com.
All right, it's time for the real music, from the reel to reel.
All right, reel to reel music on The Breakfast Show.
Let me get my coffee moved over here so I don't spill it.
No, don't spill it. Yeah, oh my goodness, don't spill it on the reel to reel player. That could be bad.
It could be, because I don't think anybody can repair it anymore.
That's probably true.
We used to send them to a rebuild place. And
I remember
have them
that.
rebuilt, but I don't know. Now, I don't know where I'm at here, so...
Okay, all right. Just cue it up live on the air. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. There's the beginning.
Okay, I know where we're at now.
Do you? Okay.
Here's the tone.
All right.
Here's Stevie Nicks. Off the reel to reel, and that one is Anyone Fall in Love. 7:52, we'll hear from a few of those businesses we mentioned that brought us the cross-country reports last Friday. Let's take a listen.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Brent Custer in Broken Bow for a free personal protection review.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Someone's a little ahead of themselves. But fall is approaching and cooler nights are upon us. You need to check out Geared for Sports in Broken Bow for the new fall arrivals. Husker gear is hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for cheering on your favorite team. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Today on Hey Culligan, is a rental right for you? Here's Eddie in Oklahoma.
Hey, Culligan, I'd love to hook up my whole house with better water, but I fear commitment.
A fear of commitment. Ed, fear not, for you can rent Culligan Water Softening and install drinking water systems.
Really? I can rent?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do it. Or should I? Okay, I will.
Excellent, Ed. A whole host of whole home Culligan water systems for rent already on the way.
See Tim Wright and Del Moniger, your local Culligan men in Broken Bow.
7:54 is your time. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. We're going to play the game now and give you a chance to win a prize.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's do.
Well, Brent's setting up for that. I want to thank everybody who took part in the benefit for Billy Brown out at Sylvester's this past Saturday afternoon. I think looked like when I stopped by to drop a little something off there for the event, they were setting up and getting ready to go. They had a lot of good auction items there, and they were getting all organized. And there wasn't a Nebraska football game to compete with that activity, so we hope that really went well. And then also, there was a big birthday party that was held. Bob Smith had a big birthday party, 80.
Really?
Yeah, they had his 80th, and we stopped by that for a little while. We also had some other commitments, but we did get a stop by. But, boy, they had a big crowd for that.
Good.
And they're going to do some karaoke singing on that, so you can imagine how long that went. I don't know.
Yeah, it may have went deep into the night.
Smith, I should have said Miller. I'm sorry,
okay.
Bob Miller.
All right, I got you.
Bob Miller family. They all love to sing.
They do.
So,
yep, and they're all good, too.
Mom, the boys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Bob sings.
No, I don't think I've ever heard Bob sing now that you mention it.
So it looked like they were getting ready to have a good time. Got to see a lot of people. So a lot of good things happening this weekend. All right, what's the question?
All right. Have you ever had squid? I've never had squid.
One time.
Have you now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, squid is commonly on the menu at places, but usually by a different name. What Italian-based name would you use if ordering squid at a restaurant? Is it calamari, fritto misto, gorgonzola, or prosciutto? Squid is commonly on the menu, but usually by a different name. What name is it? Calamari, fritto misto, gorgonzola, or prosciutto? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
You are invited to the grand opening of Gibbons Gadgets in Ansley the week of October 25th. Gibbons Gadgets is an authorized Viera wireless retailer and will be offering incredible deals on the best smartphones and devices, including zero-down deals on iPhone, plus get big savings on home internet and even student discounts on unlimited wireless plans. We'll have coffee, snacks, and fun activities all week. So don't miss the Gibbons Gadgets grand opening at 612 Main Street in Ansley, October 25th through the 29th. We'll see you there.
Tuesday, November 9th is quickly approaching, Election Day for the Broken Bow School Bond. KCNI KBBN will be video live streaming a public information meeting on Wednesday the 27th starting at 7 p.m. so you can watch and learn more if you aren't able to attend. Watch on the Sand Hills Express Facebook page or go to KCNI/KBBN on YouTube. Voting is November 9th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. Make sure you're informed on all the pieces of this bond before entering the booth. Watch the live stream October 27th at 7 p.m. Just visit sandhillsexpress.com/live.
And I believe we have Wyatt on the line. Good morning, Wyatt.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
Pretty good.
Good. Are you traveling? You going to school? Do you have the day off? What's going on?
Going to school.
Going to school. Well, keep your chin up. It's Monday. Before you know it, it'll be Friday again, right?
Yep.
All right, here's Brent.
All right, Wyatt. Have you ever had squid? Have you ever eaten squid?
No.
No, okay. Me either. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. Anyway, there's another name for it on the menu. What is it? Is it calamari, fritto misto, gorgonzola, or prosciutto?
Calamari.
It's calamari. You know it. And because you've answered correctly, we have for you a certificate that'll get you a free 6-inch sub at Subway. So you come on out and see us when you can, all right? Okay. Thanks, Wyatt.
7:58 is your time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I think in talking with Christy and Shannon, this whole week kind of jumped up on us. We have sub-district volleyball tonight, right?
Correcto.
On Monday night.
Yes, tonight and tomorrow.
Gosh.
It don't stop now, Dave.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we got another busy week ahead of us. Yeah, sub-district volleyball tonight. We will be at the C110 sub-district at Kearney Catholic High School, where Broken Bow will be playing Gothenburg at around 6:15 tonight. And we'll broadcast that match for you on KCNI, 1280 AM and 96.3 FM. And then we hope to be at the D27 sub-district in Myrna tonight as well, where Anselmo Myrna is the top seed. Ansley Litchfield is the 2 seed. Ansley Litchfield scheduled to play at 6 o'clock, and then Anselmo Myrna would follow after that. And we plan to do all of the Ansley Litchfield and Anselmo Myrna matches for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com tonight, as well as tomorrow, hopefully. And a lot of other area teams competing in their sub-districts. We did a story kind of showing you where everybody's going to play at, so you can access that on sandhillsexpress.com.
All right, thank you very much. 30 seconds away from news.
As farmers fill their days with hours in the combine, grain cart, and trucks, Bruning Bank wishes them a safe and successful harvest. Thank you to all the farmers, ranchers, and all who work in agriculture to produce food for our families, communities, and the world. At Bruning Bank, they are proud to have strong roots in agriculture and to have the opportunity to work with producers. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Hundreds of thousands are without power after a bomb cyclone came ashore in the Pacific Midwest. Torrential rain and flooded highways in San Mateo County, California.
I came to a complete stop because there was a lot of water. Oh, it's unusual. We're not used to that.
Trees crashed to the ground, mud flows slid down hills and mountains where wildfires once burned. 2 people died when a tree fell on a car in Seattle. The president's made progress on his spending plan. CBS's Weijia Jiang.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said Democrats could reach a deal by the end of the week to pass a nearly $2 trillion package with the heart of President Biden's domestic agenda on the line.
In Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving fans storm Barclays Center with the Nets guard banned for not getting vaccinated against COVID. The team lost to Charlotte, 111-95. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. A Bellevue man has been sentenced to federal prison for threatening to release a nude photo of a legislative candidate's wife unless the candidate dropped out of the race. Dennis Traniowski, 48 years old, was sentenced Thursday of last week to a year and a day in prison. He was convicted in June of cyberstalking but was found not guilty of threatening with intent to extort. Traniowski also must pay a $10,000 fine and serve 3 years of supervised release after prison. FBI investigators found that Shrionsky sent emails to Jeff Paris of La Vista, who was running for the Nebraska legislature in 2018. Shrionsky threatened to release personal information and a nude photo of Paris's wife, Diane Paris, unless he dropped out of the race. Diane Paris was married to Shrionsky for 2 years about 25 years ago. Jeff Paris did not drop out of the race, but he lost the election. This was the first cyberstalking conviction in the Federal District of Nebraska, according to federal prosecutors. Multiple people have died after a shootout Thursday of last week near the Agrex elevator in Superior. At approximately 2 p.m. Thursday, the Nebraska State Patrol was dispatched to assist the Nuckolls County Sheriff's Office and Superior Police Department with response to an active shooter incident at the Agrex elevator in Superior. The Superior and Nelson Fire Departments also responded to the scene. Upon arrival, investigators located one person who had died in addition to multiple other victims. The reported shooter was also injured at the time. There were no outstanding suspects at the time of the investigators arriving on scene, and the Nebraska State Patrol says there are no active threats to the public. A preliminary investigation identified the shooter as Max Hoskinson, 61 years old, of Superior. Hoskinson's employment with Agrex had been terminated earlier in the day. Shortly before 2 p.m., Hoskinson's reportedly returned to Agrex with a handgun and opened fire, striking 3 individuals. Cody Thomas from the State Patrol says an employee then retrieved a shotgun from an office and returned fire, striking Hoskinson. One of the victims shot by Hoskinson was pronounced deceased at the scene. Another was transported by life flight to Bryan Health West campus in Lincoln, where they later died. A third victim was treated and released from the hospital in Superior. Hoskinson was transported to the hospital in Superior and was also pronounced dead. The Nebraska State Patrol continues to investigate with the assistance of the Nuckolls County Sheriff's Office, Superior Police Department, and Nuckolls County Attorney's Office.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NFL on Sunday Night Football, the Colts beat the 49ers on the road 30-18. Indy quarterback Carson Wentz had 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, and 1 rushing. Cardinals improved to 7-0 with a 31-5 win over the Texans. The Bengals go to Baltimore, beat the Ravens 41-17. Both teams are 5-2, but Cincinnati has the tiebreaker and is on top in the AFC North. Titans beat the Chiefs 27-3. Tennessee at 5-2 leads the AFC South. Buccaneers roll over the Bears 38-3. Tampa Bay 6-1, leading the NFC South. Quarterback Tom Brady had 4 TD passes, including number 600 in his career. Raiders beat the Eagles 33-22. Vegas is 2-0 since head coach John Gruden resigned. 5-2 overall and on top in the AFC West. Rams beat the Lions 28-19. Rams are 6-1. Packers over the Washington football team 24-10. Green Bay 6-1. Patriots rout the Jets 54-13. It was the Giants over the Panthers 25-3, and the Falcons edge the Dolphins 30-28.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for gradually decreasing cloud cover with high temperatures working up to 57 degrees. Then for tonight, partly cloudy will drop back to a low of 42. For Tuesday, at least some partial sunshine, mid-60s for highs with gusty southeast winds. And then a chance for some showers on your Wednesday, especially through midday. We're back to a high of 61. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Is your current financial advisor really listening to you, or just waiting for his or her turn to talk? Hi, I'm Janet Lawhorn.
And I'm Tim McCaslin,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors, and we are here, ready to listen. We want to know what's important to you. We want to learn about your goals so that together we can put you on the financial path that's right for you. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
October is one of our favorite months at Team Physical Therapy because it's National Physical Therapy Month. October is focused on promoting the benefits of physical therapy, the importance of movement in our everyday lives, and overall wellness. Team Physical Therapy offers many therapies to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney, or call 872-5111. Here's to the month of celebrating physical therapy from Team Physical Therapy.
Keeping your lawn healthy and looking great is a year-round challenge. A challenge that is easier to take on with the help of the Garden Center in Broken Bow. The last steps of the lawn care program need to be applied soon. When you buy both right now, you receive 15% off savings. Don't worry, it's okay to apply them without the previous steps. Weed Out for Broadleaf Weeds recovers your lawn from summer stress and kills weeds at the same time. Winterizer prepares your grass for the cold. Talk to them at the Garden Center in Broken Bow about these lawn applications and save 15%.
It is 8:07, and it is 38 degrees outside under a cloudy sky. A little haze fog out there, depending on where you're traveling. Winds are not a factor so far today. Barometric pressure is at 30.06, so that's up 1 point in the last hour. And high yesterday was 64, an overnight low of 38. Sunset at 6:44 today, sunrise tomorrow morning at 8:03. And we have recorded 34 hundredths precipitation so far this month. And that is a look at weather and news here on this Monday morning. Good to have you aboard. We'll be visiting with Brent Apperson here in just a little bit. Looks like Jeremy is here as well, so stick around. We've got some music lined up for you from a birthday from last week, Alvin Bishop, here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental car at no additional cost. Call for your free quick quote today. 800-549-1985. 800-549-1985. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-549-1985.
8:13 is your time. Jeremy Shipe in the studio with Brent Apperson and yours truly. And Jeremy's brought in some decorative items for the table.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning. Yeah, these are gourds from the Casey and I KBBN garden. We did the garden together, and then I kind of bought some pumpkins and gourds on the side and planted them in another area. And this is a sampling of what came up.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure you couldn't do anything about this, but this particular gourd right here, all right, if you look at the coloration of it,
oh, boy,
it's like a mixture of green and yellow.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you what it reminds me of right now.
Aaron Rodgers.
It reminds me of Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And with you being a fellow Chicago Bears fan, I cannot believe that you grew one of these in your garden.
Yeah, why do you think it's here and not at my house?
Oh. I don't know what's so bad about that. As a matter of fact, I think it's great.
Gourds are so funny. They usually come in a variety pack, and you never know what's going to come up. But I tell you what, those long, skinny orange and green ones come up more than often.
Do they?
I think probably of what came up, 70% of it was those.
Yeah.
So I've got them all over the house. I've got them sitting next to flower pots in the little rock garden by the front door, by the cat dish outside. Everyone gets decorations.
You're just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm laying them everywhere. I've got a bag by my desk, too. They're everywhere.
To give
I might
away,
take.
right?
I might take a couple.
Yeah, take some.
I think they're great and decorative this time of year.
Yeah.
Well, the girls are gearing up for the Halloween day down in the park, right?
There you go. They can use them then.
Oh, trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat. You could put those around, kind of little.
You can give
decoration.
them away instead of candy. I'm sure the kids would love that.
Oh, yes, a gourd.
Yeah, give them a gourd.
Yeah. We're not giving away candy this year, kids. Here's a gourd, though.
That's the sequel to Charlie Brown's Halloween. Instead of I Got a Rock, it's I Got a Gourd.
It's a gourd, yeah.
This is the anniversary of the release of Halloween, the movie.
Oh.
Yes. Well, and they put the sequel out this year. It's called Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
This year.
Is that... Am I making this up, or is the promo for that kind of like they're getting back at him? Or is it still him doing the killing?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
The preview that I've seen kind of shows, yeah, like you're saying, it kind of looks like they go after him, the people that he's been terrorizing for.
They've had enough.
For how many years you said, Dave? This is the what anniversary?
Well, it was previewed on this day in 1978.
Oh, my.
So that's 43 years ago.
Oh. So since 78, and what's the character's name in Halloween? Michael Myers, I think?
Mm-hmm. That's Michael Myers.
He's the bad guy. So, yeah, after all these years of terrorizing people, apparently people are going after him now.
You know, he was
2021. They finally had enough.
he wore a mask, as you know, and you may have read about this last week, but it was originally a Captain Kirk mask from Star Trek that they wore on the set for a particular effect. And William Shatner was not happy about it because they used the mask that was on Star Trek to decorate Michael Myers.
In the Halloween movie.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I didn't know that.
Jamie Lee Curtis, breakout role. And director John Carpenter also wrote the creepy theme music to it.
Mm-hmm.
But now, many years later, it's still going.
So has Shatner gotten over it?
No,
Did he forget about it when he flew up in his jet?
Nope.
Into space?
Well, that was a big thrill for him, but this was after that. They talked to him about it. He was not happy.
Oh.
Still,
okay.
Still upset.
They should
about
cast him in the next movie trying to get back at Michael Myers.
Oh, wow. That would
using
be...
his face as a mask.
Yeah.
Or not use a mask.
Sorry.
That would be good. I like your idea of that. That would
A little parody
I
of
would
it.
go. I would go watch that.
Yeah.
We got an update in this morning on what we were talking about earlier from Eric. Says, good morning, guys. Thank you for mentioning Billy's Benefit. Had a fantastic turnout. Thanks to all the businesses that donated all of the goods that were auctioned off. It turned out the event just was wonderful, and thanked us for putting it on the radio. Well, thank you very much. And like I say, they were setting up when we stopped by on Saturday, and they were getting organized. That was about noon or so, and it started at 3. And again, the Bob Miller birthday party. That could still be going on. That might not be done yet.
Could be.
Could still be singing karaoke this morning.
Yeah.
So,
if you folks are, give me a ring. I'll come over and sing.
Oh, my. Look at that. I think it just ended.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over now.
Packing up.
They heard Brent was coming over to sing. Time to wrap it up, folks.
All right, we're going to go to the reel to reel again for real music. This one, do you remember this one? Dan Fogelberg, Heart Hotels.
No.
Fogelberg.
Now, what was the Fogelberg song? Longer. That's the one I read. Longer than.
I hated that song. But it was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
Yeah.
Do they have your song that you were playing off the CDs about the race car or whatever? Do they have that on reel to reel?
no.
That'd be hilarious.
No.
Gosh, I wish they did.
Oh, I hope they don't.
We could put it on reel to reel.
Oh, there you go. Dub it over. Nothing better than hearing before playing that.
Oh, yeah.
What was that one? Laura, I Love Her?
Tell Laura.
Tell Laura I love
Tell Laura
her.
I love her. He was killed in a stock car race trying to raise money, you know.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
his wedding ring.
I do know
And
it.
he called his mom.
I don't know how that's not
many
on
times
reel to
you've
reel.
played that song.
That was really...
That's got to be on an 8-track somewhere, because I can't think of a better song to listen to while you're driving down the road.
I'm thinking it might have made a 45.
That's a cruising song if I ever heard one.
Well, if you start crying, you're gonna tear up. You got to pull over.
Yeah.
Well, let's check out the reels, shall we?
All right.
There we go. Broadway and Govia Brothers Mortuary. For movie announcements, watch the Off-Broadway Facebook page.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from AeroSeed. Rosol is a restricted-use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by AeroSeed in Broken Bow today and purchase Rosol by December 31st to get rebates of $6.25 per pail.
8:25 is your time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Right on cue, Stephanie is here from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking sharp today.
Well, you know, I dressed up just for you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's a beautiful dress.
Thanks.
I like the
Pockets.
flowers.
Pockets are the best.
The pockets are good.
Pockets, yeah.
Let me just show the folks here what we're
No,
looking at.
oh, we don't need to.
Yeah, there you are.
There she is. She's live on Facebook.
And the radio.
Yes.
What's going on at the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce?
Oh, this week, trunk or treat.
That's right. Ooh.
Trunk or treat and sidewalk spooks. I guess I should say that correctly.
Sidewalk spooks.
Sidewalk spooks
Now,
and
is this
trunk or
something
treat.
new? Sidewalk spooks?
Well, it's the same as it's always been.
Oh,
I'm just maybe I rebranded it a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Sidewalk spooks. I love that. Yeah.
So we have like around 40 businesses that are on and around the square that have signed up. So those are my sidewalk spooks because the kids will go all around those business areas and get their treats. And then we have had 27 sign-ups for trunk or treats.
27.
27. These kids are going to be so high on sugar. I am locking all of my doors because not happening. But yeah, 27. So I had to call Dan Knoll last week, and I'm like, Dan, I got a really bad, really great problem. You know how I asked for just one side of the square to be blocked off? Gonna need all of them.
Wow.
So I've got to apologize to all the businesses right now because we're gonna have trunks all around the square.
That's great.
Available.
That's a good thing. That's
It's
a good
awesome.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. Really excited.
Now, when you say that, that's all around the perimeter of the park?
Yeah, all around the perimeter
all
of
the way
the park.
around the park. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so there'll be 7 to 8 trunks on each side of on three sides of the park, the north, east and west side. And then on the south side, we have the police, EMS, fire, and then one other much larger trailer that's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But that way, if the emergency units need to get out, it'll be a quick go, and I don't have to worry about kids and lots of different trunks next to the highway. So.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take time, or if you wouldn't mind taking time to kind of explain what happens, what the businesses do, and how this all works.
Sure. So they've been doing, I think in the past they've called it Shock the Block and Trunk or Treat. So from 3 to 5 this Friday, kids are welcome from all over to come down and just be able to trick or treat around the square and have a safe environment. All of the businesses that sign up for this, they're all businesses or organizations that are mainly chamber related. We have some non-chamber people that have also signed up for it, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a
exclusive
club. Absolutely. This is for the kids. It's for the community. So that's the most important. But they, if they're trunk people, they've signed up to decorate the back of their vehicle. And everybody is, they've purchased the candy and they're there for the kids. So a great way for our kids to have a safe Halloween, for the younger ones especially, to be able to get out there and get that done. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I know that one of the nonprofit organizations is giving away pumpkins too, instead of candy. So they're actually giving the kids pumpkins to decorate too, which I think is pretty darn cool.
Now, see, that's great you mentioned that, because I brought this up to Jeremy because I think that the girls are going to be down there representing KCNI, KBBN for Trunk or Treat. Jeremy has been harvesting gourds from the KCNI, KBBN garden.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the kids would like a gourd more than a Snickers candy bar. What do you think?
I think you could give the kids the option.
Oh.
And you could get rid of all of those green and yellow gourds that you are so unhappy about seeing. I did, as I walked in, I thought, oh, I don't know if I locked my car because I think he was threatening gourds. It's kind of like when I moved away, I would tell people I live in this wonderful small town that you never have to lock your doors or anything except during zucchini season. And now it's going to be except during zucchini and Jeremy's gourd season. So, you know.
I imagine there's some other gourds that are in excess around the area as well. Yeah. Well, I just think this is going to be a great Friday. I mean, you've got to. This is as big as it's been, and it's been big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and a neat thing too, the pumpkin patch has gone around this year, and any businesses that wanted them to decorate, they've decorated for fall with their fall gourds and pumpkins and hay bales and everything else. So the square already right now just looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous for that. It's going to be great for one box. It's going to be great for this week. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
So,
Steph, is there if a business is listening and going, hey, you know what? Maybe we'd like to get involved in this. Is it too late? Do you pretty much have everything set up? Is that a fair question, or?
We could probably squeeze a couple more in if we really needed to. I am working on the map right now so that I can send a map around to all of the businesses so they know, especially the trunkers. I want them to know kind of where I've got them placed. Dan and his crew are going to come down, and on Thursday evening they'll come down and they'll place cones on all of the spots that we're needing and block off those areas. But yeah, I think today would be the last day to be able to get in. So, and there are still a few businesses that are, I mean, we have from Stephen's Law all the way down to the square, and then we've got some on 8th Avenue that are just a block away from the square that are on that list. We've kept everybody off of Highway 2. So like Arrow Hotel they're going to set up at the Chamber. So they're still in it, but they're going to set up at the Chamber. Varney's is also setting up at the Chamber. So, that way we don't have to worry about the kids crossing and having that. And then BD was gracious enough that they're supplying all of the crossing guards for us.
Oh, nice.
Oh, geez, that's nice.
So we'll have crossing guards on 8th, 9th, and 10th Streets. So that's good.
It's important, yeah, because the kids get kind of excited, and you say, well, there's stoplights on the highway, but that's still, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, well, and there's enough semis right now trying to haul things out there that it's
congested.
Yeah. I'd rather not have that happen. So.
Good idea, and I'm glad the businesses will be able to adjust a little bit to that and still be a part of it if they want to be. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it should be a lot of fun.
No kidding.
I'm looking forward to it,
yeah.
Even though I don't get the candy.
I bet you'll get some if you want some.
Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I have a 14-year-old now. He's like,
well, that's true.
I'm just too old for this. How am I going to get candy if you're too old for this?
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm 50 years old, and I'm got to be honest. I'm trying to think how I could sneak around and still blend in with the 10-year-olds and get candy.
I think if you dress up, you may end up still looking like.
Oh boy!
Wow! Did I step in something?
Are you trying to tell me, Steph, that I would blend in? Is that what you're trying to say?
I am saying with a mask.
Oh.
And maybe hunched over a little bit, you could be one of the really tall kids.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh boy!
Whoops!
Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome. I love you.
Yeah. I was going to be, I was just thinking, I don't know if he needs a costume. I think he could just.
See?
Ouch!
I wasn't that bad.
No.
The hunch over part, that happens as you get older. I think he's already started.
That's a good point, yeah. Isn't it great, though, because I think back to the summertime when we had Market on the Square and the stuff you do. It just, when you have activities that get the square buzzing, isn't it just great?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and I know this has been done for several years now, and the kids love it, but to see that activity around the square,
oh, absolutely.
it's just great.
Yeah, it is wonderful. I think that the square is one of those amazing places that not all towns have. And we've got this perfect place for our community to gather together and celebrate. So why not use it? Use it as much as possible and enjoy everything that the city has done to make that area great.
Yeah, it looks great. It's picturesque, and memories will be made there for the kids, no doubt about it. So, let's see here. Tiffany Harger Goodner says good morning to you.
Oh, I used to work with her. She's a sweetheart.
She just sent that message to you.
Oh, hi, Tiffany.
So, anything else on the chamber side that you wanted to talk about?
So just again, that's 3 to 5 on Friday, just in case anybody missed it. We have board members. We're going to have new board members that we announce by the end of this week. We have our board meeting on Wednesday so that we can let the board of directors that we have now know who the nominees. We had 6 nominees, and 4 of them are going to be board members. And I am sorry I did not bring all of their names, so I feel really bad. I don't want to announce names of all 6 of our board of the nominees. I apologize, but that'll be announced later this week. And then upcoming from there, we're going to have a fall promotion that goes on middle of November. So we've got some fun stuff going with our retail businesses then. Of course, we'll have Festival of Lights the end of November. And you guys are helping us out with that. So we're really looking forward to that. Anybody can have a float. Anybody, it can be a float. You could have your horses there dressed up. You could have, we have the bands playing. I say make it fantastic, make it great, make it big. Yeah. I mean, we're one of those few towns again that get to have something like this. Before moving back to Broken Bow, I was living in Colorado, and Doug still works for the university there, and he tells his people when we first moved back, he's like, "We're at Festival of Lights. We get out here and we got s'mores and we sing carols and there's a nativity scene," and they're like, "Seriously? Do you live in a Hallmark movie? What is good?" And I'm like, "You're right. This is Hallmark. This is amazing that we all get together and we get to have this beauty and this and the majesty of the season." So, yeah, participate.
Yep.
And that's going to be November 29th.
And so the s'mores and the fire pits and all that's still going to...
Yep, Optimists are doing that part, and we're going to have the high school choir is going to help along with the United Methodist Church choir to sing carols afterwards. So that's a community join in with the carols. And I said, all the candy.
You have to try out to be in the choir, or can anybody sing?
Oh, Lord.
You do not have to try out to be... Wait, are you talking about the high school choir or the...
Ouch. I think that was a...
Or the United Methodist
I think maybe you could get into the junior high choir.
You don't even have to be a United Methodist to be in our choir.
Really? I can
Absolutely.
just show up?
You can just show up.
Okay.
Yeah. Lola might roll her eyes a little bit, but she accepts everyone.
I know
and
she
we
does.
accept everyone, too.
Oh, good.
So with open arms.
Right.
And I've never had to wear earplugs, so I'm sure you'd be good. You'd be good at it. You do. I've heard you sing. You sang for me for my birthday.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to sing. I'm not saying I sing well, but I love to sing.
And that's a blessing.
Make a joyful noise, right?
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know if I do the joyful part, but I do make a noise.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun. It's going to go by so quickly. Well, Halloween, this celebration this Friday, then your lighted parade and the shopping specials, and Christmas will be here before you know it. And know that what a good sign is when the country store opens. You know that it's time to start thinking the holidays. And
that's this week, isn't it?
They opened up
the 25th today.
Today.
Yeah.
So that's just it's just this year's. Well, when you have we have one of those calendars in here where you just pull off each day one at a time, and you can barely fit it in when you put it together at the first of the year. Now it's just kind of real thin. There's not much of the year left.
Not much of the year left, but a whole lot packed
A lot of things coming. Yeah.
in what's left of that year. So,
yeah.
pretty cool.
All
Pretty
right.
cool.
All right. Now, I just want to throw one thing at you here. Just
I'm scared.
remember you were 14 once too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 14 is a tough, like you say, well, I don't.
Mom and Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, it is tough when you're 14.
It is.
Is it fitting into which category? Are you still wanting to go out and do things like you did when you were 11 or 12, or do you want to move up to the 15 or 16-year-old stuff?
Yeah.
You're kind of right in the middle there. So be patient, Mom.
I'm a patient cookie most of the time.
What am I talking about? I won't even tell you what my folks had to go through it from about 8 on. So we all have that cross to bear, don't we?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
My parents are still learning about some of the stuff that I did at that age.
Isn't that kind of funny? We are discovering some things that happened in our house when we would leave the kids to their own demise when they got a little older. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Luckily, no one was seriously injured in a lot of that stuff.
Oh, I wasn't that bad. It's just, little things.
Oh, man. The boys were talking about what they and the neighbors used to do and in the house and outside of the house. I'm surprised the house is standing and they didn't get severely injured outside. But we all made it, right?
There you go, yeah.
There you go. There you go. Well, thanks for coming in. It's always fun to have you in.
It's always fun to be here.
For folks who want to come and stop by the chamber and ask any questions about this or any other things, and I know you have a lot of information in there about businesses and things here in Broken Bow and surrounding area for that matter, what are your hours there?
We are open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, and that's at 424 South 8th. So we're right on our beautiful downtown square. And then on Friday, we're open 9 to 4.
9 to 4 on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Again, it's a club everybody can join.
There you go.
Everybody can join us.
It doesn't take a lot to do that, does it?
No.
Right. Well, thanks for bringing that beautiful dress with you. That's gorgeous.
You wouldn't have wanted to see me without it.
Well, I wouldn't. I think I better not say anything
Yeah,
about that.
I don't think so.
There's no way I could go and come out with on that one. It's a beautiful dress.
Thanks.
Okay. You want to hear one
I
more?
don't see Dave sweat very often, but he just looks a little bit out of it all of a sudden.
Well, I don't even know what.
That's great.
I know. It's my mouth. God knows what's in my heart, but Jesus, this mouth, sometimes you got to watch it.
Yeah. Well, we better go now. We're going to play one more off the reel to reel. I'm a little rattled here. It's called Mainline Florida.
Oh.
By Eric Clapton. I don't remember it. It's the last one on the sheet.
All right, let's play it.
Okay. Have you watched a reel-to-reel play music before? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. I don't know where it's cued at. We'll find out. Oh, that's the end of the other one.
That's the end of Dan Fogelberg.
Okay. There'll be a tone. Here we go.
Here comes Clapton.
While we do that, maybe you could check in on some things we need to mention here.
Absolutely. I want to remind you about our good friend Roxanne there at the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Just talk to the chamber. That's where you find Nebraska Land Hearing Center. They're located right there in the Broken Bow Chamber building. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. So there's no need to travel to Lincoln or Omaha or Denver or wherever to get your hearing checked now, because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. And when you deal with the Nebraska Land Hearing Center, you get great local service, free follow-up care, office visits. Roxanne provides state-of-the-art tech, which includes rechargeable hearing aids, no batteries to worry about when replacing. So make your appointment today. Contact Roxanne to see what she can do for you at 308-384-3852. As we mentioned, they're located in the Broken Bow Chamber building. Number to call, 308-384-3852 for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
The good old days.
Oh, yeah. Dave, it looks like you have a mess.
Yep.
That's bringing back memories. Did the tape break on you?
Like you said, I think it was twisted a little ways in.
Yeah, yep. Oh, boy, yeah, that's really bringing back some memories now. I was going to say fond memories, but what you're doing now, that was not a fond memory.
Well, it wasn't fond when you're over on the other, when you came over here and you know you had a 45 running on the other side.
Yeah, there was a day when we were running both radio stations and, there really was no automation. I mean, everything had to be done live, so especially on the weekends, someone would be over on the AM side by themselves, spinning 45 records. And whenever you had trouble with the tape, it seemed like if it would snap or it wouldn't rewind correctly or it had a twist in it, it always seemed like it would happen when you put on about a 2.5-minute record and had no time to fix it.
Plus, you have to make sure that the dull side is towards the heads.
Yeah.
There's a shiny side and a dull side. And if you have the shiny side to the heads, it will play, but it sounds muffled.
Yes.
And then it wouldn't pick up the tone.
No.
So it would just keep running.
Uh-huh.
So if you were riding down the road and you go, that music doesn't sound very good, that was because it was flipped the wrong way, twisted, and it wasn't picking up the tone, so it was playing the same reel.
Yeah. And sometimes the twist, you wouldn't see that the reel had a twist in it, because the twist would be like in the middle. And so then it would get twisted as it was playing and flip to the other side, and that was a mess.
I've got the Q-tips. We can clean the heads when we need to.
Awesome.
I got some alcohol in the back, and I mean it's just regular cleaning alcohol. It's not like Jack Daniels or anything. The Jack Daniels is over on the other side. Tim Donnelly left that behind.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for clarifying that.
Oh, yeah. Quick time out. Here's a word from one of our sponsors who helped us with cross country last Friday.
Brian Hogg and Austin Cox started 4-County Heating and Air to combine their experience to work for you. They are confident they can satisfy your heating and cooling questions and repairs. They do free estimates and offer 24-hour service, sales, and installation. Because when it comes to heating and air, it's simple. It can't wait. They're excited to continue to serve Custer County and the surrounding areas, and they look forward to being of service to you. 4-County Heating and Air.
All right, it's 8:52. Do you have anything else for us there, Brent? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn on your mic.
I most certainly do, Dave. Ansley Public Schools currently seeking a bookkeeper accounts manager for their office. Knowledge in accounting and computer skills is a plus, but they say not necessary. Training will be provided. So if you're interested, please send your letter of inquiry and resume to Gordon Goodman, Superintendent of Ansley Public Schools, at P.O. Box 370, Ansley, Nebraska, zip code 68814. You can also call the office if you have any questions at 308-935-1121. Also, they're looking for an assistant cook. Looks like this could be full or part-time. So if you're interested in that, again, contact Ansley Public Schools. You can send a letter of inquiry and resume to Gordon Goodman, Superintendent of Ansley Public Schools. And if you have any questions, call the office at 308-935-1121. And you can read all of this information in full by checking out sandhillsexpress.com and going to the employment page.
Thank you, Brent. I have so many lists here that I've lost my list, so I guess you'll know if you have any more live reads. I don't know how many you have because I lost my list.
That's all right. We got a couple left, but we can do those whenever you like.
Cool. All right. Okay.
All right. Are you good? Or you got the reel kind of queued up, and is that better? You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm at. Let's just check it out.
Yeah,
here.
just hit play.
Oh,
that's
the beginning tone.
Yeah, that's
Ouch.
the tone that's on there for a while, and you always had to fast forward past that.
Oh, quit.
Okay. Maybe a song's coming up.
Should be.
Do-do-do.
Oh, let me just move it forward.
All right. Oh, there it is. I love that sound.
Yeah, here we go.
Country teams, way to take care of business. We're proud of you at WinQuest Incorporated, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
And again, we're replaying some of our, in fact, all of the sponsors who helped us bring you cross-country coverage on Friday of last week because there were so many technical issues. We ran a lot of those commercials back-to-back for a little bit too long a period of time. We thought our businesses deserved to be heard individually, if not paired up, on The Breakfast Show to help get the word out on these great businesses. And the list is really, really long of all the ones who participated, including the backbone of healthcare and WinQuest, who you just heard from. Some of those ads will be talking about the cross-country team and congratulating them, but that's A-okay. That works out all right. News is coming up, and then Brent has some more information for you. We got some more things to do here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, so stay tuned. That's all coming up right after these words.
Summer is winding down and harvest is gearing up. This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency reminding you to watch out for all the hazards on the road this fall. From big equipment and semis to displaced deer and other critters, it can be a rough time for your auto insurance. Want to be sure to have the right coverage for all the stuff that can happen on the road? Give us a call to review all your insurance coverages. From home, auto, farm, ranch, business, and crop, we handle it all. Now with offices in Callaway, Broken Bow, Albion, and Lincoln, schedule an appointment today with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers has just listed for sale the Divine Ranch located in southern Custer County, Nebraska. This 2,700-acre combination ranch is offered in 3 tracts or as a whole, with a center pivot, dry land, and quality hardland range. The South Loop River runs through the ranch, providing for good sub-irrigated meadows and ample hunting opportunities. This is the first time this ranch has been for sale since it was homesteaded in 1889. Call me, John Farley, or check it out at LashleyLand.com.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The wind howling eerily on San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge after a bomb cyclone slams ashore, knocking over trees, flooding highways, triggering mudslides in areas scorched by wildfires. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
As it continues to move south, it will encounter some more burn scar areas. So there are some south of Monterey. Then there's the fresh burn scar from the Olisol fire just outside of Santa Barbara. We have to worry about the potential for more debris flows.
Moderna's just reported its COVID vaccine generates strong immune response in kids 6 to 11 without many side effects. And you could have the option of renting a Tesla soon.
At Hertz, we're always going the extra mile for you.
The rental car company says it's buying 100,000 Model 3 EVs. By the end of next year, company plans to install charging stations too. CBS News Brief, I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NFL on Sunday Night Football, the Colts beat the 49ers on the road 30-18. Indy quarterback Carson Wentz had 3 touchdowns, 2 passing, and 1 rushing. Cardinals improved to 7-0 with a 31-5 win over the Texans. The Bengals go to Baltimore, beat the Ravens 41-17. Both teams are 5-2, but Cincinnati has the tiebreaker and is on top in the AFC North. Titans beat the Chiefs 27-3. Tennessee at 5-2 leads the AFC South. Buccaneers roll over the Bears 38-3. Tampa Bay 6-1, leading the NFC South. Quarterback Tom Brady had 4 TD passes, including number 600 in his career. Raiders beat the Eagles 33-22. Vegas is 2-0 since head coach John Gruden resigned. 5-2 overall and on top in the AFC West. Rams beat the Lions 28-19. Rams are 6-1. Packers over the Washington football team 24-10. Green Bay 6-1. Patriots rout the Jets 54-13. It was the Giants over the Panthers 25-3, and the Falcons edge the Dolphins 30-28.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for gradually decreasing cloud cover with high temperatures working up to 57 degrees. Then for tonight, partly cloudy will drop back to a low of 42. For Tuesday, at least some partial sunshine, mid-60s for highs with gusty southeast winds. And then a chance for some showers on your Wednesday, especially through midday. We're back to a high of 61. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
9:03, 38 and holding, so we're not warming up at all out there. The sky is darker than earlier this morning, so I don't know. We were supposed to get a little bit of moisture over the weekend. It didn't happen. Maybe it's coming in late. The east end of the state yesterday, they received rain all day long. in the Omaha-Lincoln area, and Lancaster County was under a flood watch or warning yesterday.
Saw that.
Dry as a bone here, which it's only, what do we have here? 3,400s for the month.
Really?
Of October, so it's pretty dry out there, so want to be careful out there with any burning materials. Take a quick time out. When we come back, Brent has some more information for you.
Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway is staffed by Health Mart pharmacists who have a personal commitment to their communities and is locally owned. They invite you to discover the quality of Health Mart brand products. They offer all of the quality of the leading advertised brands, yet at a fraction of the cost. From pain relievers and aspirin to allergy formulas and even vitamin supplements, you're sure to find just what you need at Seven Valleys Health Mart in Callaway. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
9:04. Here's Brent Apperson.
Hey, today is the day that the country store opens up for the holiday season. Great opportunity to shop some beautifully made, handmade, crafted items like quilts and hot pads, scrubbers, dish towels. Our note also says they're going to have some wooden barns, bird feeders, frames, cutting boards, but everything you find at the country store is one-of-a-kind, handcrafted item created and sold by local artists. And they are opening up for the season today, opening today, October 25th, and they'll be open through January the 8th. Their hours will be Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5. Now, this year, they're going to set up west side of the square in Broken Bow, right next to Costa's and H&R Block, downtown on the square. Exact address would be 411 South 9th Avenue. And again, they're open beginning today through January the 8th. Now, as we go through this time period, we want to let you know that on Thursday and Friday during the week, it'll be bake sale day. They'll bring in some delicious baked items, and they'll be selling those on Thursday and Friday. So check it out, the country store opening today, October 25th, and will be open through January 8th. Their hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. And again, this year, they'll be set up west side of the square, right next to Costa's and H&R Block in downtown Broken Bow.
Hey, big thank you to Custer Electric and Irrigation for bringing you weather and news at 9.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
And Stephanie mentioned on behalf of the Chamber that some of the businesses that are on the other side of Highway 2 for this Friday for the trick-or-treating and all of the different things that are going on are moving over across the street to the north and centering around the square so the kids won't have to go across south across Highway 2. And Chapin's will be moving and setting up over near Beau Bootery for the trick-and-treat activities on Friday. And I know she mentioned Arrow Hotel and Suites going to be over by the Chamber, and Barney Health Mart moving across the way as well. So thank you for doing that. Chapin's will be near Beau Bootery on this Friday. All right, you want to roll another reel?
Let's do. It's Reel to Real Music on
All right.
KBBN.
This one, I'm sorry. This one, I think we're going to be familiar with.
Okay, good. Some great benefits, which include health, dental, life, and vision insurance, flexible 4-day working schedule, 11 paid holidays, and employer-matched retirement. That's just some of the benefits that this position includes. Qualifications include you must have a high school diploma or equivalent. Now, they would prefer someone with an associate's or bachelor's degree in journalism, creative writing, or marketing. Must have a valid Nebraska driver's license and previous office experience and proven creative writing ability. You would be preparing federal, state, and local grant proposals and would be seeking new funding sources, including fundraising possibilities and expansion of current funding. If you need an application, just contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 0. Or you can just go to their website and apply online at centralnebraskacap.com.
More after these words.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
There's a confusion about how to protect yourself from COVID. But one thing is for sure. Whether or not you're vaccinated, you need an accurate thermometer. Contact your medical provider at the first sign of fever, the leading sign of COVID and the flu. Only the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer has been proven accurate in more than 100 clinical studies. Be vigilant and don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They have no scientific studies behind them and can miss the fever that might mean COVID. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Hundreds of thousands of people have said goodbye to their overpriced Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile plans and switched to Pure Talk on the same great 5G coverage as one of those carriers. Get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. The average family is saving over $800 a year. Just dial pound 250 and say Jill50 to save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250. Say Jill50.
9:16. Whoa. Look out.
Oh, look out.
What a lucky lady.
Oh, who's lucky?
Alberta Crawley.
Yeah. I actually would say Kirk is the lucky one.
Well, she's lucky.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's her birthday today, Alberta Crawley's birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Kirk's team in the World Series run in the playoffs got defeated. The Dodgers lost. So now Alberta's not going to have to watch the World Series during her birthday. Or even playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it's all over for the Dodgers.
But her birthday's today. Well, it would have landed right in between when they had to play anyway.
Well, that's true. But I'm sure.
But now all the focus will be on Alberta.
Yeah, for the next several days.
Yeah.
More right after these words.
The purpose of a breast self-exam is to note any changes in breast shape or in the appearance of the nipples. If you feel a lump, knot, thickening of tissue, unusual dimpling or swelling, or observe nipple discharge, schedule an appointment with your doctor. 8 out of 10 lumps prove to be non-cancerous, but it's very important to have them checked out.
Brought to you by Turney Wright and staff at Bow Agency, Bow Tax and Accounting, reminding everyone of the importance of annual checkups for early detection.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Choose the proven performance of the Roundup Ready Extend crop system, featuring high-yielding Extend Flex soybeans and the exceptional weed control of XtendiMax herbicide with Vapor Grip technology. Elite genetics, triple herbicide tolerance, flexibility that delivers results, backed by 25 years of innovation. That's the Roundup Ready Extend crop system. the system of choice. XtendiMax is a restricted-use pesticide. Always follow stewardship practices, all pesticide label directions, and check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state.
They say if you listen hard enough, you can hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges and what it needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Their knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields. Visit channellistens.com to see our latest innovations. Always read and follow IRM where applicable, grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
9:20 is your time. Now, before we close the show today, I want your word that you'll visit with Shelley.
Why do I need to visit with Shelley?
Well,
it sounds to me like you told her to visit with me.
Well, could you bring it up? Because I think it would really, smooth things out.
I'd be more than happy to bring up the topic. If you're wondering what we're talking about, Dave apparently, when my wife was in here on the show Friday, apparently Dave asked her to have a visit with me because I pick on Dave too much.
Right on.
In the mornings on the show. So, yeah, well, if she brings up the topic of conversation, I'll be more than happy to visit about it. I've got a few things I'd like to say.
Well, all right. And we don't want this to go to a lawsuit because you can sue over anything. Example for you.
Yeah?
Just remind you and I that we don't want to take this to legal levels because just over the weekend you may have heard or read that there are some people who want to sue Pop-Tarts.
What?
Yeah.
Sue Pop-Tarts? For what?
They want to sue them because this is for the strawberry one.
I like strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Well, then maybe you can tell us because I don't eat Pop-Tarts. They want to sue because the strawberries in Pop-Tarts are limited amounts and they're flavored. They're not really, well, let me just put it this way. There's a class action lawsuit for $5 million against Kellogg over a claim of misleading marketing. The plaintiffs say the toaster pastry fruit filling is packed with more pears and apples than actual strawberries. Not enough to meet the nutritional benefits that they claim. We're guessing that anyone eating Pop-Tarts isn't really worried about nutrition, but these folks are, and they're suing Kellogg's because there's no real strawberries in a strawberry Pop-Tarts. It's misleading advertising.
I don't know. When I have the strawberry Pop-Tart, it kind of tastes like I'm eating a strawberry Pop-Tart. Although I will say this, the filling inside the Pop-Tart, come on, man, give us some more filling. If that's kind of what they're suing them for, I could jump on target with that.
Does it have strawberries in the filling?
Well, it's supposed to, but the filling is so thin anymore inside the Pop-Tart. We could use more filling, I think.
I'd say sue the pants off of them then. That's what these people are doing. And by the way, your wife, Shelley, your lovely wife, Shelley, seemed okay with the fact that you guys are moving to town in November and will be right across the street from Joan and Dave. Now, this might be a little bit too much. I mean, we work together every day on the show, and then we go home. We're going to look across the street, and there we are, looking at one another after work.
Well, we don't have to get together though.
Well, I'm certainly not going to come over and watch the Bears.
Well, I probably wouldn't invite you.
See, there's trouble in the work.
But I'll try to make sure I wave at you though.
Well, just talk to Shelley first before we get too far down this road, and so we can get some things smoothed over so you won't be so aggressive and picking on me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way every show starts. Me picking on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way every show starts.
Good morning, Denise. Denise Erickson saying howdy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Denise.
And good morning to Steve. Thanks for dropping by and saying hi.
Hi, Steve.
I know they feel bad for me. That's why they do that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
One more time out. Here we go. Lyons Appliance in Broken Bow is proud to say that all the appliances they carry are made right here in the USA. For them, it's all about supporting the country's economy by selling products made here, which means quality for you, their customers. When it comes to your clothes, the quality pairs they sell at Lyons means you can count on your clothes coming out clean every time. Plus, no worries about damage or any other problems you get with other laundry pairs. Depend on these products for years to come. They're made in the USA. Shop at Lyons Appliance in Broken Bow.
Grocery Cart has the deals you're looking for to put together a great meal. Certified Angus beef cube steak, $5.48 a pound. Hormel boneless country-style pork ribs, only $2.98 a pound. Delicious daily smoked sliced bacon is $13.98. In produce, Fuji apples are 88 cents a pound, or get Bolthouse baby peeled carrots for 98 cents. For dessert, bake a cake with Betty Crocker mixes, 4 for $5. Grocery Cart, these deals and many more are on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Since its debut in the early 1990s, the pink ribbon has become the international symbol of breast cancer awareness, designed as a way to show solidarity with women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and to promote awareness of the disease, especially the importance of early detection. Think pink and support the fight against breast cancer.
Brought to you by Bow Family Furniture and Flooring in Broken Bow, with 2 locations to offer you home furnishings, budget furniture, flooring, mattresses, and more.
You can't be in farming without taking risks. That's common knowledge. But that doesn't mean you should throw caution to the wind. And when it comes to new technology, farmers always look before they leap. And for the past 3 years, farmers have looked at the Enlist weed control system, and they have leapt. Now it's your turn. Millions and millions of acres have proven the effectiveness of Enlist herbicide's superior technology, with neighbor-friendly weed control, more tank mix options, near-zero volatility, and much, much more. But to unlock all these advantages, you must start with Enlist E3 soybeans. See what a better seed and herbicide system can bring to your fields at Enlist.com. You've looked. Now leap.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, what?
Well, Becky Daly.
Becky, hi.
She's dropping off a line. I'm sure it's very nice.
Yeah.
About, probably taking my side on the issue.
Sure.
Dave, you are so ornery. You have that devilish grin.
Uh-huh. See, people watching on Facebook can even see it in your face.
Well, I also have a devilish grin when I see Becky's blue eyes. I do.
Okay.
I confess. Nobody looks better on a golf cart than Becky Daly. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Did you, now you were in Arnold for a remote not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did Becky take you around town in the golf cart?
No, we just had our picture taken together.
You just, okay.
Yeah. I've got it in a special place.
Yeah, got it framed, do you?
No, I just got it in a special place.
Okay.
This past Friday,
yes, Dave.
I know you weren't here for the breakfast show, and Shelley was.
Yes.
Bob Bowles was here.
I know, yeah. Listen to, as Larry and I were traveling to Minden to cover volleyball, listen to you and Bob and Freddie.
Mm-hmm, Freddie.
Yeah. Great to hear Bob on the air again.
Yeah. A lot of people, what little we were out on the weekend, mentioned it was good to hear his voice again.
Uh-huh.
So, it just amazes me after this many years when I worked with him
sure
together that it's just obvious that I'm quite a bit more handsome than he is. I mean, it just kind of comes back to me.
I'm not going to make a comment on that. I can only get myself into trouble no matter how I answer that. So.
Oh, Emily's taller again today. She's got her tall shoes on. You've seen those?
Her tall shoes?
Yeah.
I know, but do we have time? Bring her in here. I want to take a look at these. Maybe I'll get a pair. I love the idea of tall shoes.
Well, I'd like to see
what
you
are tall
in these.
shoes?
Oh, Emily.
She's not wearing like high heels or something, is she?
No, they're tall shoes.
What do you mean tall shoes? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Look at them.
Oh, those. Oh, my daughters have those. Yeah. So what are those called? Just sandals? Dave calls them tall shoes. Or platform shoes?
I don't know exactly the technical term, but it's kind of nice. It makes me feel like I can see the world from a whole new perspective.
How I need to.
Do you want to try them?
How thick?
You want to try them?
Sure.
Don't do it.
How thick are the soles on those things? They look like they're
2
almost
inches?
2 inches.
2 inches?
Yeah. 2?
But the nice thing is there's no heel, so it's not like you're as
flat,
uncomfortable. It's just you're just elevated.
You're just taller.
You're just taller.
I love the idea of this.
It's pretty nice, I must say. Makes me feel fancy while still being comfortable.
My daughters have a pair of these.
Oh yeah.
I need to try them.
I got them locally and on sale.
Nice.
Well, there
Bonus.
you go.
Do you know did you have an accident? Because your toes are black.
They're purple.
Oh, they're
It's dark
purple. Oh, I didn't know you had a tattoo.
I do. Yeah.
Right on the
sunflower.
front of your foot. Do you have a tattoo under your
No,
socks?
I do not.
That was a painful spot to
No.
Well, that would be right on the.
Right on the bone.
Right, yeah, there's not much between that and
No.
the skin. Yeah.
It was painful, but worth it.
Joan did one on her ankle when she was 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of painful, right on the the bone.
The
there.
bone there. Yeah, there's not much.
I think
cushion.
I think Brent should get one where they have the tears coming down the
Oh,
side
dear.
of his cheek. Make it part of the crypt or something.
Does he have a hit list?
I always
Got a
wanted. I will say if I were to ever get a tattoo, I always wanted, like, you know how guys have barbed wire around their like muscle.
Oh yeah.
You know,
your bicep.
The only problem is I was told that my arm's not big enough. I'd only have like one barb on it.
Well,
so
I'm afraid if I did mine, that the barbed wire would get loose and sag. Like on a 2-post,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh gosh, we just heard from Cheryl Bowles.
Yay, Cheryl. Hi.
Good morning, heading west. See you next time.
Oh, wow. Have a good trip.
So good to see Bob
Yeah.
and Cheryl. And
Great. I was so glad Cheryl came in the other day.
yeah, good to see
Hadn't
her.
seen Cheryl for, oh my goodness, many years. So it was great. She even gave me a hug.
She gave me a hug
Or I
too.
gave her a hug. I can't remember which way it went.
I think she gave me a hug because
Okay.
I am better looking than Bob.
Well,
What are you laughing about?
Nothing.
Oh golly.
Fine.
Well,
are you doing you taking your kids to the trunk or treat thing?
Oh yes.
I figured.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna
that'll
be pretty,
fun.
Be
pretty
big.
cute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Looking forward to it.
Friday 3 to 5, downtown Broken Bow.
In the square. All right.
You know, earlier this weekend, I thought there was a crazy man in our neighborhood with a power drill.
Oh no.
And he was taking apart a porch across the way. Then
Crazy
later
man
in the
with a power
afternoon, I saw your husband there.
Was he the crazy man with the power drill?
I don't know what they were doing.
They were doing some heavy lifting.
Yeah, they sure
moving
are.
some deck and pavers, all for some underground water issues. You know.
Oh boy, that's a lot of work
I know. It's one of those things where you take apart something good to get
to fix
the
it.
project fixed.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh man, that's too
I know.
bad.
It's a mess. So
Yeah, a lot of
Kerwin out there to help.
Good for him. I thought about going over, but I'm not really a very good neighbor.
I was going to say, I find
You just watched.
well, I find that interesting. He called someone who lives across the street from Dave, called someone from across town to come over and help
I
him
know.
rather than just see if Dave could help. I don't know what that means, but
I would have helped. I had a project of my own going. I was putting on a new cellar door.
Oh,
were you?
Yes.
Sounds like a big
And
project.
painting it yesterday. And so I certainly would have went over and helped Chris if I wouldn't have had this project going. But I was really afraid it was going to rain down into the cellar, and there's absolutely nothing down there.
Yeah. Well, I think my point
Had to
was
get it covered.
I think my point was that the fact that Chris didn't come over and ask you to help.
Well, I don't think he's that type of guy. He's
It was
pretty
a lot-
much a hardworking guy.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looked to me like there was a lot of manual labor involved.
Kurt said he's very sore today.
I bet. I'm sore from painting and crawling around on the ground painting the cellar door. Well, think what I'd look like if I would have went over and did that.
I hear you. Friday night, Kirk and I had to stand up for the entire football game. My legs were killing me the next morning.
Yeah.
And I just stood.
Jelly.
That's all I did. Just stood there.
Emily, you know Brent's moving into our neighborhood.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, Brent and Shelley.
Well, we hope.
Across the street.
Yeah. Plan.
Oh, gosh. Across the street. Like, are you sure that's a good idea?
No, it's not. We're going to have fights. We're going to have like what was the hillbillies that fought all the time?
Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah.
The Appersons and the Bernies.
Please make sure the mic is on at all times.
Nah.
Gonna get me
so we can be part of it.
Want to get me a shotgun with a little buckshot in it. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, well, that's exciting. I heard Shelley's
job. Yeah, we'll have to have a block party. Isn't that what you call it in the neighborhood?
There you
a
go.
block party.
I love a good block party.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in.
Oh, we have another.
From Rosemary Davis up in Ohio.
Okay.
Rats, sorry to hear that I missed handsome Bob Bowles.
Oh, yeah?
Handsome Bob Bowles.
Uh-oh. Little rivalry there.
Who is, can I ask this? Who, I lost track. Who is older, you or Bob?
Oh, see, that's why Shelley needs to talk to you. Because you're picking on me.
I'm not picking on you. This is a serious question. I couldn't remember. Who is Bob a little older?
Yes.
Okay.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Dave, you just had a birthday.
Mm-hmm. I'm 68 now. I think Bob...
Is Bob 70?
I think he might be close, if he isn't. If Bob's driving... Cheryl could let us know. She could text in.
There you go.
So, yeah, it was good to have him back.
Yeah, it was. Good to hear him on the air.
Said we'll see you in a couple of years, so we hope so.
Okay.
I'm sorry I missed him.
Yeah. Get up to Portland, look him up.
There you go. There you go. That's a long way.
He'll probably be at some farmer's market somewhere down there.
Playing his guitar.
Maybe selling some flowers. Or something like that.
He should have taken some of Jeremy's gourds, sold them in Oregon.
These are good looking.
Not bad.
These are from the KCNI KBBN garden.
Oh, yeah.
Those gourds.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did very well. It's a good harvest.
Have any of you received any produce from the KCNI KBBN garden?
I didn't even know we had one.
Okay.
Until just now.
I know. I've not seen any fruits of the labor.
You know, I might have seen Shannon's Snapchat.
Now, granted, I'll be the first one to say it. I did not help with the garden.
No,
I didn't. I didn't go pull a weed. I didn't plant a seed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go help water or anything. I think this was pretty much Jeremy, Christy, and Shannon.
Those three.
But
in cahoots.
But they're calling it the KCNI KBBN garden. So I would think that even though we didn't help with it, we could maybe, I thought anyway, they would be willing to maybe share their produce. I've seen nothing.
I've seen nothing.
I think it kind of went to weeds.
Oh, did it? Oh,
well, we had a frost or two now, so it might be all.
I think it's over.
But I mean, even earlier, exactly.
Yeah.
I saw nothing.
Zucchinis.
Never saw a tomato.
No.
Never saw a cucumber even or anything offered to me.
I could have made.
And
some
I
pickles.
was just kind of curious if either of you were offered anything from the garden.
Not at all.
I think once or twice maybe they had a little bit out on the table there.
Oh,
I don't remember for sure, but we weren't invited to be a part of it, so I guess we were the scarlet letter of the groups.
That's tough.
Okay.
Did you guys
Just
read
curious.
Red Badge of Courage when you were young?
I think I did. I think when I was a freshman in high school.
The Scarlet
maybe.
Letter. Did you read the Scarlet Letter?
Scarlet Letter,
yeah.
I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was required reading material.
How about Greek mythology? Did you have to read that first mythology book?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a section, I think, on that, but I don't remember much of it.
I had to read the whole book. That was a paperback, but I didn't get along with that very well. At first, I thought it was kind of interesting, and then you had to keep track of all
I
the
never had.
characters.
Did either?
Oedipus.
Did either of you have to do the Odyssey? Read the Odyssey?
Oh, yeah.
I never. That was one I never had to read.
I remember that one.
Odyssey.
Mhm.
Yeah. You were talking Greek
the
mythology.
Iliad,
Isn't that
yeah.
I think
that
that's
like
the
Greek
one.
mythology?
Yeah.
Zeus and all of that,
I don't know.
and the snake woman.
Medusa with the snake. Seriously,
snake
with
woman.
the snake hair. Wasn't that her name?
Is she a Greek?
Medusa.
Well, I think she's biblical, isn't she?
Yeah. Remember
Odysseus, yeah, from the Odyssey.
But wasn't it Medusa? The name with the. Remember, she had the.
Oh, yeah, she had
the
the
snake.
snakes.
The snake
if you looked
hair,
at her,
and if
you
you
turned
looked
to
at, you
stone.
turned to stone. Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
But her name was Medusa, right?
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
look at her in the eye.
Is that what you call me sometimes? You go home like man Medusa?
Don't look at me.
Dave, I tell you this, but your name never comes up when I go home.
Ooh.
He
Cheryl,
leaves him at the office.
Cheryl just sent in. Yes, Bob is 70. He's now 70, going on 13.
Uh-oh. He's regressing.
Okay,
we
so
bet.
Bob's 7. So Bob's older. I just
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
2 years, but you know what? Isn't that funny when you're in school as a kid? 2 years seems like, well, they're a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get older,
it's not that
as
big
much.
a deal.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah. Same with people who get married.
Yeah.
And there's a 8-year gap or something.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like kind of a big deal, but when you're 70, what's 8 years?
Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
matter.
No. Or 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
50, Brent.
Yeah. Yes, I'm 50. Thank you.
Are you
for
older than
announcing
Shelley?
that. By a few months, yes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, she just
how
had
about-
her 50th birthday. Actually, earlier this month.
Oh, happy birthday.
Are you older than Kurt?
Kurt is older. We're about 1 year apart.
1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's older.
Well, it used to be back years ago, guys that were out of high school would date girls in high school. They didn't have the, I guess they didn't pay as much attention to them if they were 18 as they do now, which I think is a good thing. They pay attention.
Yeah.
Maybe we should close the show now.
I don't know where we got off on that topic, but
I'm going to play one more of our great cross-country sponsors, and then we're going to close the show, okay?
Okay.
And Mrs. Tallshoe's here.
Oh,
can
yeah.
get to doing some news.
Okay.
And you can gather up some sports.
I might call him a Power Shoes.
Power shoes.
I think that would be a good name for him, don't you?
Yeah, they look
Power.
powerful. They look powerful.
Look out, yeah. Feel taller.
I think they'd look cute on Brent. Sorry, but I
Hey,
do.
make me taller.
2 inches is 2 inches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd go from 5'6" to 5'8".
Hey,
More
I'd be
after the-
pushing 6 foot.
that's true. It's a really different perspective from up here.
If I got to 5'8", would I be pushing 6 foot? Could I stretch it like that?
Dave,
Say
how tall
I'm
are you?
pushing 6 foot.
I'm about 6'3".
6'3".
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what that's like.
I'm shrinking.
Yeah,
I don't.
Walk on some stilts
ask
one
me.
day. and just say-
6'2 and a half, 6'3". I think I'm starting to go, compress.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That
honest.
happens.
I mean, there are things on the top shelf I can't reach in our kitchen. And it's just a huge hassle. Got to go get the chair. Got to move the high chair,
It
move
is.
the footstool in order
Yes.
to bring the chair into the kitchen.
Yep, it is a hassle, although I will say I don't know if I've ever hit my head on a door.
Oh, that's true. Benefits.
You know the cupboard doors in the little kitchen here at the station?
Mm-hmm.
They're just the right height
If you leave them open.
if you leave them open to clip you at this height.
Oh, that
of
sounds
course,
terrible.
neither one of you would know that.
No. No.
We'll take a timeout.
Sandhills Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab provides training services and sports injury screenings to both Mullen and the surrounding areas. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, Nikki Gracie is always happy to be of service to the community she loves so much. Sandhills Physical Therapy is dedicated to helping you achieve. Located in Mullen, give them a call at 546-2306 to make an appointment. Proud sponsors of this broadcast, Sandhills Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab.
Well, thanks for all your chatter in the chatterbox today. Thank you, Emily, for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
Thanks for Jeremy stopping by and leaving his gorge. And thank you, Brent, for being my partner on The Breakfast Show. And
my pleasure, Dave.
Special send out to all the folks who sent in, thoughts and caring messages towards yours truly.
Yeah.
Especially Becky. Well, I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.